How's it going, Talk Forest TV? My name is Jack, and welcome to my preview for Nottingham Forest versus Liverpool, taking place tomorrow night at the City Ground. Yeah, the big one that we've all been waiting for. Liverpool at home. Potentially a massive night for the football club. Potentially the start of something absolutely unfathomable. 3 points here takes us 3 points behind Liverpool at the top of the table. Admittedly, yes, they'll have a game in hand on us, but still, to be 3 points behind the league leaders in January is ridiculous. I mean, they will obviously, like I say, have that game in hand, so they'll have a chance later on in the season to make it 3 points. But, going away to Goodison Park to Everton when they might need something, they're scrapping for something. They've got David Moyes in charge now, might have a bit of a lift. Could be a really, really tricky situation for them. Obviously, Arsenal play on Wednesday night, so we could possibly go second for a little while, depending on the Arsenal score. And Arsenal not doing too well of late, so we could look to exploit that a little bit. But yeah, massive game, this one that I think every Forest fan has been thinking about for a good couple of weeks now. Obviously we had Luton at the weekend, and I really wanted us to win that, which we did. Really happy that we progressed, and we won it in the manner that we did, quite comfortably, and no injuries, nothing that I'm aware of to really worry about. So he can nicely progress, move on. Pleased for Yatesy and for Sousa for getting their goals. But yeah, we've really had our focus on this one, and I've been thinking about it. I was at work today, and it was almost like most of the time, if I got a spare minute to think about something, it was the Forest game. I'll just. You don't need to really know this bit, but I say if I ended up going to the toilet, I'd just be washing my hands thinking, what is going to happen tomorrow? What is going to happen tomorrow? I was in my car on the way to work, and for the first part of my journey, I was thinking, what is going to happen? Like, I'm stuck in two minds here, really, and it's a heart and a head situation, I think. But then, let me explain. Basically, my head and my heart are saying contradicting statements. My heart really wants to believe that Forest can go to the City Ground and get 3 points over Liverpool, be the only team to beat them twice this season, do the league double over them. That would just be, oh my days, just thinking about it now, it would be incredible. My heart is saying that. My heart's going, oh, we beat them at their gaff, they're coming to ours. The atmosphere is going to be raucous. We're 7 games unbeaten, 5 games I think it is without conceding a goal. Unbelievable. We've got what it takes to beat them. We're going to make it hard for them. But then my head's going, yeah, but it is still Liverpool. They've got Mohamed Salah. They've got Alexander-Arnold. They've got, they've got Diaz. They've got Jota. They've got Gravenberch. They've got Gravenberch. Sorry, I don't know why I end up saying Gravenberch. McAllister. They've got Van Dijk, Alisson. They've got a really, really good side, and I don't know. I really don't know. I really want to go and just be like really super confident, which I am confident. Don't get me wrong. I am confident in the boys, and I believe in the lads, and I believe what we can do. But also, my mind does just flicker to the fact that it is Liverpool, and they are a very, very good side. I know we beat them early on in the season, but we'll see. You look at Liverpool's last few games, they did beat Accrington Stanley 4-0 in the FA Cup. But that's quite a second-string side, so, a lot of their first teamers will be fit for this one. Salah didn't play, I don't think. Trent did play, scored a goal in that one. But, you see the likes of their proper big players. I don't think Van Dijk played and that sort of thing. So it's an opportunity for them to get a few players rested, along with what we did with making 11 changes. A couple of our big hitters did come off the bench, but they didn't really. It wasn't like we were chasing anything, and they had to really put in a lot of effort. It was just keeping the energy in their legs, that sort of thing, keeping their blood pumping, if you will. But yeah, look. Yeah, before that they did draw with United in the league and lost to Tottenham at White Hart Lane. So that was one where they what was I going to say? Where we were the only team to beat Liverpool this season, and then Tottenham managed to beat them in the first round of the Carabao Cup semi-final. So they'll take some confidence from that. Spurs, and for Liverpool, you were questioning how they're going to bounce back from it. They had a nice 4-0 win over Accrington Stanley. To be fair, they are a side, in League Two, who they should probably be beating every single day of the week, and they did quite comfortably. So what am I going to say? You can't say that's a huge game that they had to face straight after. So that could have given them a bit of belief and pushed them forward, or they could still be thinking, well, the last time the first sort of proper team played, we did lose to Tottenham. So I don't know. It's going to be interesting to see what their thoughts are and how they're going to approach this game. I saw a tweet from a Liverpool fan on Twitter saying, what are your thoughts on the game on Tuesday? And some of them were saying they were scared and they were worried and they were concerned about our threats and that sort of thing. And as a Forest fan, it's just incredible to see clubs like Liverpool are worried about us. Usually they'll go, oh yeah, we'll turn them over, no problem, easy, bish bash bosh. But no, it's a lot more of a cagey encounter, if you will. They're not going to be feeling as confident as they might have done going into a game against us most other seasons in the Premiership, or the last Premiership, or the last two seasons, if you will. But yeah. Oh mate, I just can't wait for the game to get started. I cannot wait for the game to get started. One of my really good friends is a Liverpool fan, and if he's free, he'll be coming round to watch it. So, mate, it'll make it even better if we can get all 3 points in this one, and I can give it absolutely large to him. But look, we'll see what happens. We'll see how it unfolds. But yeah. If we turn up, we make the City Ground an absolute cauldron, like they do, like Anfield is on a European night. If we can make it like that, if we can get on top of them, everything that happens, if we give it the absolute big one, a tackle goes in and we go, oh, and that sort of thing, giving it, making it a real tough place to be. We could get on them, we could get on top of them, and we could really do something. Like I say, we did beat them at Anfield early on in the campaign. Callum Hudson-Odoi's goal, cutting it off that left-hand side into the bottom corner, like he loves to do. That was the thing that separated the game. And what I noticed from that one, and what Nuno decided to do in that one, is he sort of went with like 4 central midfielders in Ward-Prowse, Dominguez, Yates and Anderson in that midfield. And really packed it out. And then when the fullbacks got tired, he took off 2 of the midfielders and brought on Elanga and Hudson-Odoi, and they both linked up quite well down their flanks, using their pace, getting involved. Elanga nearly scored, Hudson-Odoi did score. So, is that going to be a repeat of what we saw? I don't know. I think being the home side will try and be a little bit more, sort of bring it to them a little bit more than being able to sit off them and allow them to sort of try and break us down. But look, whatever Nuno's got up his sleeve, I'm really, really happy with, because he seems to know what to do in nearly every situation we've come against this season. The only ones that have really caused us problems were Newcastle in the second half, Man City and Arsenal. There was, obviously, Fulham did beat us at home, but it wasn't really a case that they posed as a threat that we didn't know what to do. It was just one of those close games where we just didn't quite have enough in us to beat them, and it was a penalty, I think it was, that gave them the chance to get the win over us. But look, I think Nuno's answered a lot of questions that have been thrown at him by a lot of opposition managers this campaign. So hopefully he's got the answer to Arne Slot in this one. Arne Slot's going to definitely want to beat us, because we've been firmly in his head. I don't know why. We were the only team to beat him in the league all season, all year long, should I say, both at Feyenoord and Liverpool. But we were well in his head, and another win would just be absolutely incredible. Yeah, I think you got to try and go with as much of the first team as you can. You know, Sells in goal, the back four at the minute of Aina, Milinkovic, Murillo, and it was Moreno for a bit, but I think you got to go with Williams. He's doing really, really well down that left-hand side, and he provides us with a bit of energy down that flank, so I'll be happy to see him. But again, if he goes with Moreno to be a bit more defensively solid, then absolutely fine by me. I'd go with a midfield two of Elliot Anderson and Brian Yates. Again, I wouldn't be disappointed if I see Dominguez instead of Yates. Instead of Anderson. He's got a bit more of an engine on him. He can run and never get tired. Dominguez, Yates, I think has to be in there. Our enforcer in the midfield. Loves the badge, not afraid to get himself stuck in, can break up play. He can really wind up the opposition, and I'd really love to see him in there. The three behind the striker, it goes without saying. Elanga, Gibbs White, Hudson-Odoi, with Chris Wood up front. I think you've got to go with that if you want to try and emulate what we've been doing of late on the counter-attack. But if you want to go with that midfield packing and then bringing on the wingers later on in the game, or maybe even go with a five at the back with Morato coming in there alongside the defensive partnership of Milinkovic and Murillo, then, look, I don't really know what he's going to do, but I trust him. I know he's got something up his sleeve. Liverpool, we know what they're going to go with. They're probably going to go with that 4-2-3-1 or 4-3-3. They have that midfield of Gravenberch and McAllister. They might have someone like Curtis Jones in there, or maybe somebody else like Szoboszlai in there potentially. But then, or they might even go with Jota in behind. Who knows? But yeah, obviously he did score against the champion in the Champions League, no, in the FA Cup, the first season under Cooper when we got promoted. But yeah, look, it's really interesting to see what happens. And you look at Liverpool, and there's a little bit of unrest amongst the squad, Trent wants out. Well, he's linked to Real Madrid, and his head looks a little bit turned. Van Dijk needs to sign a new contract. Salah needs to sign a new contract. I saw earlier on in the week, or maybe last week, that Luis Diaz wants to go to Barcelona. And I've just seen that one of the Saudi league sides, I think it's Al Ahly or Al Ittihad, one of those sides over in the Saudi Pro League, has just bid 70 million for Darwin Núñez, which was rejected by Liverpool. So is his head going to be turned? I don't know. There's a little bit of unrest in the camp, and any little tiny bit we can get to give us an edge, we need to work on it. We need to play on it. I just cannot wait for this game. Like I said at the start of this video, this could be a huge game for this football club. Win, and we're really in a title race. Lose, and we're still kind of in a title race. It's harder. I think losing, we may be focusing on trying to confirm top four football, which is still absolutely outrageous. But win, and we could really, really, really be in a title race. And the more I think about it, the more I think, you know what, we can do it. Come on, you Reds. Let's make it an absolutely awful place for those Liverpool players to be. Impose our game. Don't let them dictate us. We need to keep it tight in the early stage of the game. An early goal could open the floodgates. We need to stay strong, compact, mate. I cannot wait. Bring it on, brother. Mate, I just want the game to be on now. I can't wait. I cannot wait. Score prediction. I saw somebody on Twitter saying they would take a scrappy 1-0, and I'm all over that. I do see that maybe we might have to score twice. It might be a 2-1, but no. I'm going to go with a solid, compact 1-0 win. A defensive masterclass from Nuno and his boys. Oh, mate, I can't wait. I cannot wait. I want to see all those players at the end of the game. Like Elanga at Goodison. He can't walk off the pitch because he's ran his legs off. Oh, I can't wait. This is a huge game. This might be, along with Wembley and Sheffield United in the playoffs, one of the biggest games of our lifetime for Forest fans of my age. You could maybe say Arsenal at home that kept us up. That wasn't as big because we could have done it against. I think we were already safe before the game because of other fixtures going our way potentially. But yeah, I think Wembley, Sheffield United, second leg, and this, I think, are the three biggest games. Maybe you could look at the quarter-final against Liverpool in the FA Cup, but we never really felt like we had a chance in that. Well, we did feel like we had a chance in that one, but was never really expected to get anything from this one. This one we could. I think this is up there, top three biggest games of my lifetime as a Forest fan. And I just cannot wait. Oh, I'm so nervous and so excited at the same time. Oh, my days. Come on, you Reds. Please, please, please do us proud. Goal scorer, Chris Wood, bish, bash, bosh. You know the rules. I think I could be right in saying that if we get a clean sheet, it could be the 10th of the season for Sells. The more I think about this, the more I'm just... Oh, my days. Like, whew, this season's been absolutely incredible. And a win. And we dared to properly dream. A win, and I might get a little bit emotional. Yeah, whew, wow, this is huge. Come on, you Reds, please do us proud. I'll take a point, to be honest with you. I would take a point. But I want 3. I want all 3. I really want all 3. But yeah, let us know in the comment section down below what you think might happen in the game, what your lineup would be, all that good stuff. Like this video if you did enjoy. Subscribe if you haven't already. And you know what I'm going to say here. Come on!